Okay, so we are now looking at the dashboard, and right off the bat you can see several reports. This across the top will help you get set up on the software. You can see your sales, invoices, and a leaderboard for sales of your technicians, as well as any unfinished jobs and any news that's going on within Field Complete, any updates. So that's handy to see. And across the left sidebar, we have our dashboard that we're viewing now, dispatching, marketplace for integrations, projects, customers, billing, and reporting. And I like this layout here. So once you click on these on the side, they will populate up across here, and you can bounce between multiple tabs and close them out. You can also drag the tabs around. So the layout here is customizable, and I think it's user friendly. So within Field Complete, we have projects, and then within those projects, we can have multiple jobs. So when you go to create a new job, you can enter the project number. So say if you have a large project and you have multiple appointments for various stages of work, you'd put all of those jobs within the same project. So let's go ahead and take a look at a sample project. Okay, so this is project 1, and we can see that we have multiple jobs within the project, and each with their own line items and costing. You can change the status, see which tech is assigned, and as well as the schedule. And then across the top, we have for each project, we have a budget, and you can create a new invoice here. Then we have attachments associated with the project, before and after photos, and we have a messenger here where we can communicate with the client to discuss job details and scheduling. And then we can see all the history related to a specific project. So let's go back to the scope and we'll click into a specific job. This particular job is within the estimation phase. So this is where we can enter our line items, and then once we're all set, we can send it to our customer. And Field Complete does have a price book capability, which can be accessed through the settings, and you can manage your price book there and then pull line items from there into the estimate. And so once you get all of your line items set up, you can preview the estimate. You can toggle on and off which line items to send and what details to send. So we'll take a look at what that looks like here. And then we click send, and your customer can approve. And then at that point, we change the status depending on what the job calls for. Say it's a repair. So then at that point, you can start adding tasks and job steps in the field to complete them one by one. We can upload attachments, before and after photos, continue to message with the client, and see our job history as well. So now I want to take you to settings and show you some of the customization features that you have, as well as the price book. All right, so obviously you have your company details, add a logo, your name, business phone, and email, notifications manager to manage various notifications. And down here, you can manage your users, you can manage tags, as well as manage your integrations. So if we go to billing, we'll take a look at the price book. So you can create new line items here, and you can group similar items by choosing one of these to keep everything organized. All right, so we'll take a look at our customers, and this is what the customer card looks like. And what's nice too is you can see the total revenue that each client has brought in, and you can create a job from each client profile. You can manage their locations, invoices, projects, see all of their history as well. And let's take a look at the marketplace. So it looks like in this tab, you can manage incoming leads, and you can source them from all of these different areas. It looks like this is a new feature that's going to be rolled out in 2025. So it looks like you don't have access to them now. All right, so across the bottom, we have a dashboard, which is what we're seeing now. We have our calendar. We have plus button to create a job or estimate. We have a search function, search for jobs, and we have our settings. So we'll start off on this home dashboard, and looks like this just offers a quick glance, so we can see our estimates, and we can see our jobs, and we can see the status, the total amount, who's been assigned to them, and their address. And across the top, we can see some billing information. Can check out all of our invoices and yep, any outstanding invoices, any that are past due. And we can check to see all of them here in real time. So that's handy. And let's check out the calendar. All right, so pretty standard. We have a day view, and then we can toggle throughout the days of the week. And we have a map, toggle back here, cycle through different days. And this just looks like it just brings you back to the current day. So there's no like month view, just pretty simple. Then we can create a job or create an estimate and walk through the various options here. Service location, customer details, billing options, job type, scope, description. You can schedule it later and we can assign priorities to it. But in reviewing the pricing, it looks like on the bronze plan, you cannot create an estimate in the field. You'd have to jump up to the next pricing tier. Then we have our search feature. So we can search for jobs, estimates, invoices, or offers. And we can filter by job status, job type, and the technician. And lastly, we have our settings, and we can just take a look at our profile and edit any details there. We'll click into this job, and the status is scheduled. So then once we're ready to start heading to the client's house, we'll click on the way. And if you're on the plan that has automated notifications, the client will get an on the way text, and it looks like you can either message or call them here. And I don't believe this is on the bronze plan. You'll have to jump up to the next tier, but you have all of the job details here. You have your tasks. You can see your messages, which is helpful with the client to keep track of correspondence, any job files, any notes. You can add tags and see your history as well. So that's a nice little job card to have all the pertinent information in one spot. And then obviously, as you cycle through the job, you'll update its status. Once you get there, you'll check in and check out, and you're ready to bill. So overall, Field Complete has the basics. Obviously you can invoice and estimate and schedule, manage your jobs, and manage your customers as well. But in terms of like power user functionality and long-term growth, I'm not sure that they have a ton of features that give you that option. So that's something to note, like compared to ServiceMate or Tradeify. This is more for a smaller business to get you up and running, to manage your field operation. But in terms of long-term growth, I don't see a ton of functionality. So walking through the pricing, off the bat, you can see a reasonable starter monthly price at $39.99, and then it kind of drastically increases from there. But let's walk through some of these features. So obviously, project management on all tiers. You get the basics: scheduling, route planning, task checklists, crew assignment, and let's see, customer management. So you can't send automated notifications on the bronze plan. I personally really like to have that feature even on the base package, so you don't have to individually call each customer and let them know. So it just saves time. Estimates, line item attachments here. So you can't add images to line items on the base plan. Invoicing and payments, pretty standard. Let's see, this is where the drop off happens with the base plan. So customization and integration. So out of these, I would say for me personally, custom tags is really important to have to differentiate between jobs. And that just adds like another layer of categorization to jobs so that you can better manage them. And you can't do that on the base plan. Also, another big one is price book management. So you don't have that functionality on the base plan. And if you're a growing business, having a price book that you can upload and manage within the app is really critical. So looking at marketplace, you don't have the ability to track leads. That could be a deal breaker. So you might want to jump up to the silver plan for that. Additional features, advanced reporting, product onboarding, online support, phone support. So it looks like on the base plan, you have the dashboard, advanced search, and built-in messenger. So yeah, if you prioritize having good support for field software, you might want to jump up to the silver plan. You can also utilize their knowledge base to find answers to what you need, but it doesn't look like you'll be able to access live support. And then continuing on to mobile, it looks like you can't create estimates in the field with the bronze plan. So that might be a deal breaker too if you tend to do quick estimates on mobile. So those are just some key features to keep in mind.